Hey y'all. Okay. I wanted to show this to y'all. This was published yesterday. Well, it was published yesterday. All right. I got this on Fox 32 Chicago. Okay. The leaders of Chicago's Black Souls gang have been sentenced to life. Let's see. Okay, it says 6 leaders of Chicago's Black Souls street gang have been sentenced to life in prison for a racketeering conspiracy that included several murders. A Cook County judge sentenced them Friday following their 2017 conviction under a little-tested state anti-racketeering law. Claude Snelligan was among those killed. Prosecutors say the gang killed him in 2012 for cooperating with an investigation about a Black Souls drug operation on Chicago's West Side. He was fatally shot in the head after refusing $3,000 to stop working with investigators. Snuglin's mother, Sari Campbell, testified Friday, addressing gang leaders about her son. She said outside court that he was upset that the gang's drug dealing made it too dangerous for his daughter to play outside. She called him a hero for not backing down. Headed to prison are Teron Odom, Cornell Dawson, Devon Spears, Antoine Davis, Clifton Lemeon, and Ulysses Polk. Okay, let me go back to this picture. Looking at this, it makes me sad, okay? Because I don't know the ages of these men. But, looking at them, they look anywhere to be from, possibly 33 to about 45, okay? And that's just a guess. That's just a wild guess. I don't know, all right? But looking at them, it's like I have to sit back and think, like, these men are somewhere around my age. I'm 37. They're somewhere in that bracket, okay? And, and it makes me sad because, it's like it's almost normal, to do things that maybe you shouldn't do when you're younger, okay? It's called learning life experiences. I'm not downing anyone for things, that they're doing. So, anyone that's watching or that's, listening to me, if you're doing something that's illegal, don't take this the wrong way, okay? It's just that, it's sad. It's sad to me to see these men who are very well grown. Okay, they're very well grown men, and they have literally gotten lost in the street life. To any one of you who are out here doing something that is illegal, robbing, selling drugs, stuff like that, okay? It's a dead end road, y'all. Believe me, it's a dead end road. Like this is what it leads to right here. You don't have to be in a gang, but this is what it leads to. I can guarantee you that all 4 of these men, 9 times out of 10 probably have children, possibly even some grandchildren in there. But it's just like now they're leaving their kids and their grandkids and stuff like that behind because they have to go spend the rest of their life in prison over something that they shouldn't have been doing to begin with. They killed an innocent man because the man's daughter couldn't even play outside because it was too dangerous. Now, I know that, yeah, it's easy to say, oh, well, he could have moved. Yeah, he could have, but maybe he didn't want to. Maybe he couldn't. Maybe he didn't have the financial means to move, you know? And not just that, why should he have to relocate because of what someone else is doing? You understand? Like, it's crazy. It's a crazy world that we live in. And it's a scary world, you know? I guess they bribed the man $3,000 to stop talking to the police. And the man said no. You know, it was either I accept the $3,000 and my child still can't go outside and play safely, or I don't refuse it and I deal with the consequences. And that's what he did. And this man got shot and killed. And it just, I just can't imagine money taking over me that much to where I want to hurt someone, you know? And that's the thing. That's what you got to step back and think. Like, I mean, you know, when you reach a certain age, it's time to cut out all the games and the, you know, the silly stuff. It's just, it's sad. It really is. You know what? It's really sad when I see people that are older than me or even my age out here doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing, such as this. You know, it does. It really breaks my heart because 9 times out of 10, they they either got wrapped up in the fast money, you know, and they got greedy, or this is something that they've been around their whole life. But that's the thing. You know what? You could be around something your entire life. You have the choice to pave your life out, to pave that path in your life. You don't have to be like that. You don't have to do that. You make that choice. And that's what these young men did, or these men did. They made the choice to live this life. They made the choice to kill that man. And now they've made the choice to go to prison for the rest of their life. You know, it just, I don't know. To me, it makes me sad. It makes me sad for the man who got killed over something so stupid, okay? And it makes me sad to see these men who still had a lot of life to live, which could have ended up, you know, leading to be a positive life. But they have chosen a path of, you know, a path of crime. And that's what now they have to pay for. And, you know, like I said, you know, we're all grown. You know, you make your own decisions in life. And when you make the wrong decisions, you get consequences that you don't like, consequences that you don't want. And it's just, I don't know, it breaks my heart. It really does. It really bothers me to see older men and older women doing things that they should have outgrown a long time ago. Because these are to me, you know, sorry about that, you know, out here selling drugs and doing all this other stuff. There's so many other ways, positive ways to make money. You know, I've done a lot of things in my life that I'm not proud of. But, you know, I can tell you right now, everything that I've done in my life that I shouldn't have done, or everything that I've done that I'm not proud of, I've learned from every mistake that I've made. And it's made me such a better person, you know? And I don't know, it really bothers me to see stuff like this. You know, like I see men out here older than me out here selling drugs and stuff. And it's like, No, I mean, is this what you're going to be doing when you're 80? You know, you're going to be sitting in a wheelchair, you know, serving people that come to your door or whatever, or that come up in your yard. You know, because that's not a life. That's not a life. And that's the thing. Most, I can't say all, okay? But most, or a lot of drug dealers, once they become a little big, you know, once you start getting a lot of that fast money, it's so easy to get wrapped up in it. I know, okay? So I don't want anybody to ever tell me that I don't know, because I do know. You get wrapped up in that fast money. And, you know, and for a lot of men who are selling drugs, you know, they get to the point to where they basically want to be like a drug lord, you know, and it's like you have two directions you can go, and that's either prison or death. That's what it always ends up in, prison or death. There's never really an in between. You can live the quote unquote good life for a while, but eventually that's going to run out. You know, and it's just, I hate to see this, y'all. I really do. I hate to see men this age out here basically doing nothing with their lives. You know, and that's really what it is. They're doing nothing with their lives. And this is where it got them, in prison. You know, and until people start making positive decisions and start being the grown people that they are, and making responsible grown adult decisions and choices, the world is not going to become a better place. It's only going to get worse, because it's a never-ending cycle. You know, your kids see what you're doing, then the grandkids see what your kids are doing. It's basically things just being passed down, you know, and they're not. Yes, everyone, like I said, everyone has the right to make their own decisions. We are all responsible for every single thing that we choose to do. It doesn't matter what we grow up around. It doesn't matter what we've been through. It doesn't matter what we've seen our whole lives. It doesn't matter about any of that. And I can honestly say that because I've seen some really bad stuff in my life. I've done some terrible stuff. Okay? Things that I'm not going to get into on here, but I've done some really, really bad stuff in my life. And I have been through a lot of terrible, terrible things. And you know what? And I've had a lot of bad things happen to me. And it's like, if I sit back and I take that handful of things that I've been handed in my life, I could have easily chose to take the wrong direction in life. And I could have been here on the news, and everybody would have been making a video about me. Okay? I would have been the next one to make a video about. But let me tell you, I wisened up and I said, you have to make the right choices. I had to make the right decisions, and there becomes a time when you have to grow up. You have to grow up. You can't keep living the fast lifestyle. You can't keep doing that. This is where it gets you. And my heart goes out to all the people that this gang has hurt, because there's a lot more members. These are just the leaders. All right? These are just 4 leaders right here. Believe me, there's a whole lot of other members out there still doing the same things. And that's what is sad. Okay? I look at these men who are grown. Okay? They have literally taught the young ones to do the things that are absolutely terrible, and it's sad, man. It's real sad because, like I said, it turns into a never-ending cycle. It's something that just does not stop, and this has to come to a stop, y'all, because there's so much killing, there's so much robbing, it's like you got to teach, and that's the thing, y'all, as parents, your kids are going to do whatever they want to do because, like I said, we're responsible for making our own decisions. But you have to instill positivity in your children. You have to let them know that, there's so many other ways to, to make money. There's a lot of other ways you can come up. There's a lot, go get an education. Get an education. And you know what? And you don't have to have an education to make money. You could have no education and you could have so much in life in positive ways. You don't have to take what's not yours. And that's the thing, like there's so many people out here robbing and they're proud of it. They're proud that they took something that didn't belong to them. That was an easy quick come up. But that easy quick come up is going to bring you down even quicker. Okay? There's no amount of money that's worth me going to jail for. There's nobody else's life is worth mine. I would never take someone else's life. That's not worth me spending the rest of my life in jail. And these are things that we have to sit back and think about. You have to think about every action before you make it. And, I don't know, I just really wanted to show this to y'all because when I saw this yesterday, that was the first thing I thought of. I was like, oh, wow, I read the article or whatever, but looking at these faces, these are possibly, it doesn't even matter whether they have kids. These are someone's family members, okay? They're sons to mothers. They're uncles to other people. They're someone's uncles, children, fathers, possibly grandfathers, brothers, friends, And even though they were out here doing a lot of negative stuff, I'm sure that they had at least one positive person in their life who had tried to get them to steer in a different direction. But they chose not to listen, and I don't know, it just, like I said, it just really bothers me, man, to see men this age throw the rest of their lives away over very unwise choices, and crazy decisions, because that's what it all boils down to. I know a lot of men out here, they want to be hard, they want to be a thug, they want to, they want to live that hard lifestyle, but it's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. Believe me, it's not worth it at all. Okay? I could sit here and I could get into a whole lot of details, but I'm not going to. All right? But just believe me, it's not worth it at all. All right? I know when some people look at this, they're like, oh, yes, they got, oh, yes, we're getting some gang people off the street. Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm glad about that too. But at the same time, I had a different perception when I looked at these men's faces. And it really does make me sad. I don't like seeing stuff like this because these men have made wrong decisions, wrong choices, and now, this is taking the rest of their life in a prison. I don't know, it bothers me a lot. Sorry if I took up too much of y'all's time, but I had to put that out there. I needed to vent a little bit, and just express my feelings, because it really does bother me a lot. And my thoughts and prayers go out to everyone that these men or their gang has hurt or killed, and I really hope and pray to God that while they're locked up, that they somehow find God, because, I'm telling you, there's really no other way in life to live. You gotta have faith. And if they don't find the right way to live while they're locked up, it's only going to get worse for them. So I don't know. Leave your thoughts and comments below. I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a wonderful day. If y'all need to send me anything, my link to my email address and Facebook is listed down below. You can add me on Facebook and send me whatever you like through Messenger. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.